All right, let's try a little walking tour of our yard. There went one of our yard cats going by. Here's a beautiful rose bush that we transplanted from somewhere else. I can't remember where, but it is growing up through the canopy, and you can see I've got some grapes growing there too. So here's the Chris and Sherry Annex Part 2, where we like to drink our wine and anything else. All right, now we come back out as the cat tries to trick me. There's some other plants that we put in. Don't know the names, I just plant them and grow them. There's some mint and some oregano and thyme and rosemary. These things are just beautiful to just rub your fingers up against, and you get a good whiff of it. There's also some more rosemary and mint stuff. The darn cat keeps trying to trip me. You can see this is what I'm having to walk around with. Okay, here is some aster, catmint, and general weeds, I think two possibly. There's some purple coneflowers in the back there. This was set up to be a butterfly garden area, so there is some late blooming flowers there, and on the other side you'll see later we've got some butterfly stuff there. Here's some beans and turnips, radishes, and there's some cucumbers growing up in there. Some more that Sherry started there, and a little more right there. And then, well, of course, more mint. And this is catmint. This particular one here likes that stuff a lot. Now we get into some of our grow bags. So here's two zucchinis, a cucumber, and a miscellaneous sunflower. There's a tomato back there. Yeah, stuff's always a work in progress around here too, you'll find. Here's some water storage for later. Here's some cucumbers we got growing up. And they seem to be doing rather well in that. Sorry for the quick zoom. So there's a little rosemary down there, some more tomato plants in baskets. Here's some strawberries I put in the hanging basket. And if she'll let me come through here, come on, kitty. Here's the other side of those cucumbers that we got, and there's a few rows. There's 8 tomato plants right there in view. Some determinate and indeterminate types. There's a zucchini crushing out some thyme. I think that one was. I got it somewhere in there. Oh well. Yeah, thyme. If nothing else, just rub your fingers across it and smell it. I forget what those are. I'm sorry. I forget a lot of what we're growing, but I just keep growing stuff. So cabbage and broccoli. Those other plants back there were cabbage or broccolis. Here's the tomatoes, and there's my arch enemy, the little white butterfly flying around. This is the pepper bed. This is something Sharon and I made from a couple, actually just like 2 discarded skids. We have more skids around that we're going to be working with later, but this shows all the different peppers that we got in here, and then we put some onions in bags in there. These are 4 compartment bags that Cher got a hold of. There's the other gardening cat making his presence known. Yeah, he likes to jump up and say hi. Looks like they're getting ready to get harvested here soon. A little walkway right here that I put in last year. And here is, let's see, I forgot, but there's oh shoot, I'll remember the name of those things later. Eggplant. There we go. 2 eggplants in there. There's some more zucchini and some zinnias trying to grow up there. Don't knock them over, Mel. Here's some butterfly stuff. This is, I forget the exact name of it, but some type of milkweed there. We've got what was a backyard garden here for a bit. I've got some peas trying to grow up here, and they're doing okay. I've grown gourds over this arch before, but as life has moved on, and namely like this redbud tree here, and then the whole canopy I have behind me here has grown, this has become quite a struggle to get anything to grow right in here. But we've got some pumpkins. Well, don't walk in front of me. There's the tomato plant that we put in here too. That used to be, the garden actually extends another foot or two back through those bushes, but that bush has just taken over the corner, and it looks nice there, so we let it grow. There's some flowers that we transplanted over here, and she'll let me walk. You can see sometimes I just have to run to catch in front of her. A flock of cicadas go flying by. So there's some flowers that we've got planted in. There's two different types of eggplant here. That's some Joe Pye weed for the butterflies. Mixed in here, here we go. There's a couple tomato plants. There's a tomato plant I accidentally tried to kill. Not on purpose. It's an accident, I swear. Here's some more milkweed that we bought and put in here. As you can see it, it's doing okay. It's struggling a bit. Something nipped the top of them, of all of them, but I think we should be okay. Pan around again here. There's the seating area that we walked around before. Here's one of our blueberries that we put in, and this is a kind of a revitalized area we did last year. But there's all the little tiny pots. There's some more blueberry there. Some more different things that Sherry takes care of growing here. And that, some nasturtiums growing up here. Nasturtiums, love them. They're big seed. They grow up real well. This is just kind of become a shade spot. Oh, now she's not trying to trip me. We've got, actually I forgot, I got potatoes back in here. So this is bee balm and something else in here. There's my potatoes barely making a living back in there. I might have to just dig those up. And we got a buckeye tree in a bucket back there. We just got a lot of stuff that's mainly ground cover, because above us is an apple tree on one side that we may even get apples from. A maple tree that should have probably died off at one point because the main trunk did, but it sprouted up again. Bamboo out the wazoo, and another redbud that we let grow for a while. Although last night it came to me in a dream I might have to cut it down because of roots growing over. This is something Sherry got last year, and it's been doing pretty well as far as a fern garden and that. Here's another little seating area, and as you can tell the cats are stalking me. And then the last little spot that we have where we're growing stuff, we got the blackberry patch here where I hope to get some blackberries. Yeah, it looks like we're getting some growing right in there. And that there's a new one in there, and of course we can't go anywhere without catmint. Here I've got beans in the back, another planting of beans. I've got onion, there's an onion, and then underneath the board is carrots. Let's see if anything's popped up yet. No, not yet. Just trying something, saw on one of the shows about planting stuff like that. Here's a row of onions, 2 wild potatoes, because I thought they were tomatoes at one point, but it proved to be wrong. And there's also some peas growing up here too, trying to keep them going. Here is the strawberry patch, which as I go, look, there's another strawberry. Love them. Good tasting. This is our red raspberry. Probably shouldn't eat while it's filming. So here's our first one there today. We got a hollyhock that grew in the back. We decided to get some more of those. And then after that, it's some bushes, something we don't know. And then out front here, So I've got a butterfly bush and some other flower that I don't remember what it's called, but I planted the bulbs last year and they didn't pop up. And then this year, boom, there they were, purple color. A rose bush with issues. These are two baskets I planted this year. They got peppers, strawberries, and a coleus in each. And so we walk around here a bit more. You can see more of these things are just, wow, look at that. I think that's thyme again. There's a new little fence we put in because all this stuff kept growing so wild and over in there. We dug it all up and then we put this little fence in, decorative fence. I haven't decided if I want to paint it or not. There's another basket of strawberries. I'll have to look and see what the heck that is. So there's a peony, or peony, depending how you want to say it. And of course a yard cat has followed us out through the legs. I have no idea what that is. I think that's a milkweed of some sort, but it does real well. And then there's our front door. We got 2 pots of beets right in there. And then I'll leave you with this one last thing. Tack cat on duty.